G'day guys, Mitch Williams here with HFNL Media. Today we've got a special guest, Matty Buck, who's just been appointed the AFLW coach for Carlton. Bucky, good to see you, mate. Thanks for having a chat.
Hi, Mitch. Great to be on, mate.
Tell us a little bit how this came about. How did you find yourself in this role?
Well, I've been at Carlton now for a few years within the VFL men's program, which has been really great. Like I've worked with Dan O'Keefe, who's now coaching at Warrnambool. So he probably gave me my opportunity, and I learned a lot from Dan, which was amazing and continues to be an amazing mentor. And then the women's, obviously they went through a review process, and the coaches, there was no coaches. So they needed someone to kind of do some skills with the girls just to keep them sharp in their off season. So I put my hand up for that and began doing that. And I never really considered doing the role or really wanted to do the role. But I found myself throughout those skill sessions over the weeks that I'd been doing it, that I'd really enjoyed doing it. And the feedback coming back from the club was that the players were really enjoying it as well. And then Brad Lloyd gave me a call, and we had a bit of a serious chat about what it might look like and et cetera. And yeah, I kind of jumped into the process and it all kind of fell my way, fortunately. So it was a really thorough process and pretty full on. But in a way, I was glad that was the case, because I know the footy club's behind the program and want it to be successful. So that's how I got here, mate.
With the women's, do you train at the same sort of areas as the men's as well, or is it a separate kind of area?
No, so we're fortunate here at Carlton. We've got an amazing facility, one of the best in the land, and with our W area, they have a W area change room, of course, but we share the gym, we share the indoor kicking area, we share the field. We're at different times. Obviously, our seasons are at different times. We have a little bit of different crossover where both seasons are happening, and we work through that with a schedule. But yeah, we've got an amazing facility here, mate, world class. So we're fortunate that we get to share that.
You know, obviously you spent a lot of time down here in the Hampton League, training in your early days in North Warrnambool, and then some coaching roles with Croydon South Warrnambool. How did they sort of help you get to the next level, not only with Carlton VFL, but here with the Carlton AFLW?
I always had a passion for coaching, and I started coaching in Terang in the junior football ranks, the under-14s and under-16s, and particularly enjoyed that, which was great. And then probably got serious about my coaching when I went to Koroit with Adam Dowie and learned from the master, I suppose. So got a lot out of that experience. Was fortunate that South Warrnambool gave me a shot to have a go at head coaching, and coaching your own team is something everyone tells you need to do, and I totally agree with that. And I got a lot out of that experience as well. Back to Koroit before packing the family up and going to Werribee. But my experiences down the Hampton League were so great. So mentored under Adam Dowie, who is one of the great coaches from down there. Chris McLaren's a mentor I still lean on now for coaching advice, and has obviously been very successful. And now Dan O'Keefe's down there as well. So go down there for a little bit of a coaches conference, to be honest. And the region's so lucky to have such great coaches at their disposal that I just encourage all coaches to reach out to those guys, because I know they're great with their time and happy to talk footy because it's their favourite subject. So I lean on them and was fortunate enough to progress to here, and it's on the back of those guys that I was able to do that.
Last year in the grand final, you sat on the bench for Croydon, so obviously you've still got those connections to come back and help out and obviously learn some more at different times.
Yeah, that was a funny one because I think Ben Walsh was just about to have a baby who had helped Chris all year. It was a ticking time bomb. So he just needed some support on the bench. And I was a little bit hesitant, to be honest, after not being down and doing that all year. But we're such good friends that, I decided, whatever I can help with, sure, I'll jump in and give it a go. Truth is, I don't think they needed much help, mate. I was just standing there to keep Chris calm more than anything. So, mate, I'm so fortunate that, I can be a part of a club like Koroit, which has been an amazing club down there, and will continue to be an amazing club. So I relish every experience I get to go down there and have. But that grand final one was pretty great as well.
Yeah, they've definitely been a powerhouse, Koroit. And just going back to your coaching with Carlton VFL, you've looked down in the Hampton League and you've been able to find some players to put on that list. Your Archie Stevens and Will White. Will that be something you look going forward with the AFLW? Is there teams and players and stuff that you'll keep an eye on down here to maybe try and get into that recruiting process?
Yeah, what I know is football is really strong down in the southwest, and I've seen it for years, and I've seen people miss out who were probably good enough to do it, but never quite had the path or the link to be able to go and do that. So from a VFL perspective, I've really enjoyed being able to tap into some resources down there and get some people up here. And Hamish Sinnott's also on our list from Camperdown, and we've had some other people come up and try and love the experience and be better for the experience. So I'll continue to cultivate that path for people down there in terms of the VFL program. And yeah, mate, I'll certainly be looking into the female side of things and seeing what the talent is down there. And I'm already keeping a close eye on a couple of people. I have people that do the recruiting role for me where I'll be fortunate enough, but I'll be certainly pushing them down there to check out what the talent's like.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely see a lot of the women's footballers down here, going to the Rebels and stuff like that. So the strength down here in the women's is, it's matching the men's as well. So firsthand better than anyone how strong and footy is in the southwest down here and how passionate people are and how much they love it. So yeah, there's definitely plenty of talent to pick from down here, I think.
Yeah, I look forward to exploring that, mate. I'll be reaching out to my contacts down there to see it. I'm across the Rebels results at the moment and the people who made the under-16 Vic Country squad from the Rebels, and there's some great talent in there. So something I'll explore, and I'll have to probably get a little sharper on as I go, but can't wait to do that.
And as you said, the women's season is kind of in the men's off season. Are you in like a pre-season phase now with that, or when does the women's seasons kick off?
So at the moment we're in an off season. So the players just stay sharp with their skills and they have fitness and strength goals that they need to hit each week. So we're still waiting for the CBA to be agreed for when the season actually starts, but we're angling at end of May. Pre-season starts, season starts end of August, and away we go.
Perfect, mate. Well, thanks for taking time to have a bit of a chat to us, and all the best with the season, and I look forward to tuning into a few games and see how you go.
I appreciate it, Mitch, and all the best with the social media and all that. I love the little Hampton League updates that you've been given, and look forward to watching them.
Beautiful, mate. Thanks very much. Appreciate it.